Don't be ridiculous, Matt. I put 007 as the password for my luggage.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Matt McGregor, the hero of time management for a Variable Gamecast. I am here for the first time on Variable with Brandon, the Professor, Renelli. How are you?
So professional. You can tell by the enthusiasm in his voice that he isn't dead inside
This
yet.
is my first podcast. Dead inside. Holy hell. I didn't expect it to go so dark so fast.
Well, I mean, people like come into their podcast and it's like, hey, welcome back to, Shit Lips Anonymous. This is episode 357. Today we're going to be talking about
Anonymous.
that weird liquid at the bottom of your beer.
You're twisted, man. Welcome to the first time you're on, the first and last time you'll be on. So we're gonna try something a little bit different. We're gonna try what's called a game book club. So we started playing Bloodborne, and it's one of the free PlayStation Plus games. So please, if you're listening and you have PlayStation Plus, go download this right now. It's really, really cool. So we'll try to get into some first impressions and guide you along your first few hours, because we had an opportunity to sit down and play up to just past the first boss.
Yeah.
What Bloodborne is, essentially, is a third-person action game that's in the vein of the Dark Souls / Demon Souls series that I have never had an opportunity to really play, but have heard and have seen online.
I was gonna say, like, you downloaded this on your PlayStation, but both of us really came in blind. Like, I've watched others play some of the Dark Souls series on YouTube, and I borrowed actually Bloodborne from my friend and played up to the point we're at now, but wasn't able to beat that first boss. So it's really neat taking another stab at it.
It was another stab at it. That's good. The part I felt was great is that I've literally never touched one of these games, and you at least have made it to the first boss. So it was really cool for you to kind of guide me in terms of, this creepy doll lady will level you up at some point. Why isn't she doing it now? So it was cool because you were kind of relearning it while I was experiencing it for the first time. And hell is this game hard as nails. Hard as balls. It'll try your patience, but please, for the love of God, keep going. It gets really, really good and very, very addicting.
Yeah, as shown in our first trifle with a secret, I don't want to call him a mini boss, but he really is when you're level 1. So like when you're level 1 and go through the first zone, you're kind of exploring every nook and corner. But I remembered that if you turn around at a certain point and go back, there's this slightly larger ogre boss that me and Matt had a vendetta to kill as our first goal.
Double O agent here was able to. Did you kill him or did I kill him? I don't remember.
Oh my god!
I think you took him out. There's gonna be footage up during this, and
one of us was playing. I swear it's not recorded.
Yeah,
although
this is all our own
gameplay
footage.
really does look like a professional speedrun. If we're really gonna break it down for you,
we spent 90 minutes in the same crowd of men
and lost so many blood echoes. It's the souls.
Your currency?
But
Yeah, so what you're doing is, for people that don't know, is you're going to kill monsters and you're going to harvest their blood.
Experience.
And that's your experience. So just as a quick pro tip here, if you can kill a few of the men / monsters and then take it back to the hunter's dream, which is your main area.
Your house, yeah, your base.
My house. I was looking up the synopsis of the game as well to try and explain what this game is, because it doesn't really do an excellent job, at least so far, of explaining what you're doing. They're talking about the Great Hunt or whatever that means.
They throw you in blind, really. You sort of wake up on a table and someone's like, we'll bring you back to life, lad.
Is he Irish?
Yeah, he's got like a funny beard and no eyes. That's all the Irish people are.
Speaking of no eyes.
Oh god.
There's a great character creator at the beginning of the game, and if you have an opportunity to make your purple-skinned,
oh my god,
bi-speckled ogre man
with your nose the size of the Eiffel Tower,
then please, by love of God, please go and try that out. So we were able to make it past the general villagers, which are your kind of cannon fodder, which are actually pretty difficult at the beginning.
Especially when you don't know how to dodge.
Yeah.
You're kind of like playing with the dodge system and the lock-on system, with no instruction.
That's right.
Like
there's a secret sneak kill move as well, but we don't know how to activate it. We did it once. We don't know how to activate that just yet.
You did it once by accident.
Yeah.
Because you got behind a guy, killed him, and actually hit the button again by accident and did the sneak attack.
Yeah.
The backstep.
So we're not sure how to do that just yet, but so the game doesn't do a great job of like teaching you. It wants you to go in and die over
Basically.
and over and over again. That's like the MO of this series.
And any amount of experience in Blood Echo you can claw back and turn into gear and levels, do so.
Absolutely, because we did not.
Yeah.
So again, we were probably about 3 to 4 hours in, and we just beat the first boss, and we're going to show some footage up on the screen here as well of the boss fight, the I guess 2 boss fights, because we did the same boss again, and I'm not sure if you're supposed to lose to this boss or not. But before we get into that, we ran into the dogs and the wolves as well, which are very, very quick and very, very deadly.
Yeah, so interesting now to talk about some of the monsters as opposed to just the game as a whole and the boss, but this is my distinct memories of this game, which helped us, was that first guy, which we spent hours on at level 1 when we should have just been leveling up and getting gear. and the 2 gigantic, like, werewolf things on the bridge that are just fast and murder you immediately.
Right. We skipped over the werewolves on the plus side, kind of.
Well, you left the room when I struggled to kill them and got really upset when I died.
So much anger.
Oh my God.
But then we found out that, again, pro tip, Molotovs are your friend against the dogs.
Holy shit.
In this game and real life.
So the reason why I had stopped playing Bloodborne when my friend had lent it to me was I got to that bridge and I knew I was shy of the next like save point or lantern in this game.
Mm-hmm.
And I kept dying to these goddamn wolves repeatedly.
You can say the F word, it's fine.
Farts. Now that we got over that, whew,
Nailed it.
wiping sweat. No, but like died to them repeatedly, and then like somewhere in the magical this giant brain piece I got going on,
Right.
Threw a Molotov, and it took out 90% of their health in
Yeah.
one go. Makes the game a lot easier.
Totally.
Use your items, kids.
Speaking of making things easier, Brandon decided that he would go into the sewer because we found a still secret area.
Well, we
And
think
then-
it's the next area.
Yeah, potentially. And so he climbs down, so he takes out a few of these troll-like enemies, which is great. Good job, Brandon. You're doing super duper. Then he falls. He takes a quick swing, falls into the further into the sewer water, and then he starts running for whatever reason.
Rats everywhere.
He's running, and I'm like, Brandon, there's no exit, and he keeps running. I'm like, stop with the rats! Stop it with the rats! And he keeps running like he doesn't hear me. He just went into this trance, and he reaches the dead end, turns around, and there's 8 rats running at him. And now he's got a big hard-on for these flame bottles of Molotovs, and now he's whipping them at the rats. And I'm like, what are you doing?
In the game where fighting like 3 enemies at once is certain death. I've got 10 rats.
And like
swarming
2
over me.
goblin men. And then so you take out the rats. It's very proud of you. It was great. And then you take out the goblin men, and you almost died. I was so scared because we had enough souls to go and level up again. And the guy just missed you, and a light breeze could have blown this guy over with
my
the amount of
God.
health he had left over.
And the
I was
amount
like,
of health
please.
I had left.
I was like, please, Brandon,
Oh my God.
let's throw a shoe at him.
Well,
Kill him.
I screamed like a little girl, and
did.
I was
Great.
a little bit worried that your fiance would come down and like have to call an ambulance. They're like, is everyone okay?
I heard a woman
Hello?
down here.
Hello?
How many women do you guys have down here?
Have we kidnapped someone? Is she in the couch?
We're going to post footage up here of Brandon chasing down these rats. I'm pretty sure I saved enough of it.
Please enjoy at your leisure.
And then I just want to touch upon the boss that we had to run into as well. So the boss
my God,
is this giant werewolf. And
No, it's
well, what is it?
what the giant boss thing? So
Yeah, what is it?
it looked so So it said like a cleric thing, but it
Right.
looks like a 20, 30 foot high, sort of half beast, half tree monster.
You think a tree? No, it's got fur.
No, well, it has fur like a wolf, but then that whole half its body
Please
is
sign
all...
off in the comments below about whether you think it's more tree-like or more wolf-like. Thank you.
Follow, and subscribe. Fuck. Oh my god. Hashtag shameless plug.
So at the end of the day, this big giant creature, again, you can see it on screen. I'll try and put it in now. And you fight it for the first time, and it's really humongous and giant, and it's claws, and it's got teeth, and it's frightening and scary.
Matt, when you're editing, I hope you just paste a giant yellow smiley face over the boss's head.
Just like a kitten's face.
For our younger fans. Point being, though, like...
How much time do you think I will edit?
Hours. Hours. You don't have a full-time job, right? You're good.
That's true. I hope they're not listening right now. Guys, don't listen right now. I'm a proud member, and I'm a strong member of this team.
There we go. No, but what we found out after is that you are... I don't want to ruin it. Well, I'm ruining it. So you're supposed to lose that boss fight. Like, your first time through, it's supposed to kill you.
For clarity.
We think, because when it kills you, and instead of just like you died and you start back up with the lantern and you hate yourself a little bit more,
Every day.
that self-doubt just lurking up.
Every Tuesday morning.
No, but instead you get transferred to the Hunter's Dream, and the doll's awake, and now she gives you the leveling up ability.
That's right.
Which is super handy, A.
Right.
But B, on the first swing through when we should have died, air quotes.
Yes.
You took the boss down to like
a quarter of health.
Like less than a quarter health. Like, because we went into it with like 10 health vials, which is unheard of.
Right.
And you like
and
that was
like level 1 or like whatever it happens to be. Like level 10, I think is what you're at, but level 1. We haven't leveled up at all.
We were level 1 with base ass armor.
Yep.
And a saw cleaver.
That's right.
That, you know,
it was barely doing any damage on upgraded at all.
Oh my god.
So they. Like Brandon had mentioned, we think you might be able to beat it, and maybe like the lantern opens up and you go back to the Hunter's Dream, and you can.
I would be interested to see what happens if you do beat it.
Yeah,
because that seems super hard.
Yeah, it was. So we go back. So it takes us back to the Hunter's Dream, which is your house, and you start to upgrade your weapons and use your soul essence or your blood essence in order to upgrade your character. So we upgrade the character a bit. And then we go back for round 2. So Brandon took a swing at him, and then he had him down to literally less than 10% health.
No, and pennies, man.
And
pennies.
then he got nudged over by the tree beast.
He gave me a little backhand, and I just tumbled and died.
Just like in real life.
Upsetting. I think attempt number 4 was when we beat him.
That's right.
Because that was attempt 3 when I took I was close.
That's right.
And then the next pass was over to you, and you got him like pretty single-handedly.
I think I had maybe 2. He was difficult. I did get slapped around a little bit, but I'm really jazzed about the game. I think that I can see a glimpse of to why people like Dark Souls and the Demon Souls type of game, because the feeling you get when you finally beat one of these creatures is enormous. It's something that you don't get to experience in another game because of the effort that you had to put in. You earned the right to beat this creature. So for those who are playing the game and are getting too frustrated, grab a friend, sit down, pass the controller back and forth, and you'll be infinitely rewarded for your time. This game I can't recommend enough, and we're going to jump back in and play quite a bit more, I think, and then I hope you do as well.
My one recommendation, because I was the early quitter on this last one, is just get to the point where you can level up, because just add your first few points to HP, because as soon as you don't die in like 1 to 2 hits, it's a lot more forgiving already, and you can make small errors without paying for them grossly.
I agree.
Like it immediately becomes a more fun game, like within an instant.
Until we probably get to this next section, and then the next boss just wipes the floor with us.
Be dead again. But it's funny because
you climb the same mountain again, though, and then you get rewarded in not like a game sense where you get like a new shield or something, but you get rewarded in the sense of accomplishment that you get.
Cool. Well, I guess we'll wrap that section up there. That's
Totally.
a good snippet of Bloodborne. But
Yeah, so we're gonna try and do this every month, guys. We're gonna try and do a book club style thing where we'll have a few guest speakers about not even what we're playing. We're gonna try and pick a game once a month and say, hey, like this is what we're gonna try. It's something that we've never tried. Like we're gonna play Sea of Thieves. Let's all play Sea of Thieves together, and then we come back to discuss it and then share what our thoughts are.
next week, Ryan Reynolds will be here, and then
Deadpool himself,
after that, Harrison Ford,
the world's sexiest man, Harrison Ford.
Oh my God, please.
1994's most sexy man, Harrison Ford, will be here on April 23rd. So mark your calendars. We're going. It does not necessarily have to be a new game. Like, obviously, we're talking about Bloodborne, so we're going to talk. It could be like Ocarina of Time or Symphony of the Night or anything like that. It could be Joe and Mac 2 for Super Nintendo.
One of my personal best games of all time, which we should talk about, is The Witness.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I'd love to. So with that being said, look forward to The Witness, which I need to play some time with still. So again, thanks for listening, guys, and we will catch you soon. We will see you on the field.
Stay rad.
Bye, guys.